Welcome to the View.
We have a great show planned for you today.
We'll be talking about the controversial issues in the book One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
We even invited the author Ken Kesey to come in for an interview, along with the characters in the book, Chief Bromden, Nurse Ratched, and the ever so famous Patrick McMurphy.
In the beginning of the book, we are introduced to all the main characters, Nurse Ratched, Mr. McMurphy, and Chief Bromden. We also see all the unfair treatment from the nurse. It also sets the tone for the controversial novel.
In part 2, the nurse has a little outburst, so she schedules group meetings so she can gain control of the patients again, because they have been on the side of McMurphy, who has turned them all against the nurse.
In part 3, McMurphy takes the patients on an unpermitted fishing trip. It is filled with prostitutes and drinking.
In part 4, Miss Ratched decides to try to get her last control of the patients, wherein McMurphy realizes that Bromden is the strongest one that can move this control panel that would lead all the patients to be able to escape the hospital. McMurphy decides to take bets from all the patients on whether or not Bromden can move the control panel, even though McMurphy already knows Bromden can move it. Bromden realizes he is somewhat helping cheat the patients of their money and feels bad. McMurphy ends up getting caught by the nurses, and he undergoes some electric shock treatments. This leaves him as a vegetable, in a way. And so Bromden, not wanting to watch McMurphy go through this, decides to suffocate him and therefore kill him.
We welcome to the show the author of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Ken Kesey.
Welcome, Ken.
Hello, Ken.
How's it going?
How was your flight?
Yeah, it's okay. No airline food.
Yeah, that sucks. So Ken, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born on September 17, 1935 in La Junta, Colorado. Then we moved to Springfield, Oregon when I was 11. I was a pretty good wrestler in my day in high school and also was voted most likely to succeed. I married my high school sweetheart Faye and we had 3 beautiful children.
After high school, what route did you take education-wise?
Well, I went into Oregon for speech and communications and then back down to Stanford for writing things.
It's been said that you participated in some governmental experience for extra money. Is this true?
Yes, it is true. They had me on LSD for quite a while in the hospital, and I began hallucinating and saw an image of an Indian man sweeping the floors in, like, hallucinations.
So is this where you got the idea for Chief Bromden?
Why, as a matter of fact, it is.
When was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest published?
1962. It gained critical and popular acclaim.
Is it really true that you spent some time in the slammer?
As a matter of fact, I did. After LSD was legalized in the United States, me and my party friends moved down to Mexico for a while, and I faked my own death to avoid persecution for this for LSD use. But then what goes around comes around, and I was thrown for a 5-month sentence for marijuana possession.
And your wife didn't leave you?
Thank Lord, no. She stayed there and supported me ever since.
So what exactly does the title mean, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Well, that's my most commonly asked question. Cuckoos, birds, kick their own young and any other birds that are around out of their nest and have them fend for themselves. So in relation to this story, McMurphy is kind of like the mama bird who takes over and kicks everybody out and has his own way in the mental institution.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Now, what were the lessons you intended for the reader to gain while reading the book?
Well, I wanted to show some of the injustices of the medical field, how not everyone is treated how they should be, and the importance of mind over matter in tough situations.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, no problem.
And it was a
pleasure.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Have a nice flight back.
Oh, thank you.
Tell the wife I said hello.
Oh, I will.
Oh, okay.
After the short break, we'll be on with Chief Bromden.
This is the new taco salad from Taco Bell. The salad in a bowl. You can eat.
The freshest things from Taco Bell, served up in a flake flour shell.
That's my bowl.
Taco salad, ooh, what a treat.
I'm gonna eat the bowl, but I'm gonna break it first.
Just made for you in a bowl you can't eat.
Oops, all gone. Guess you'll just have to try one for yourself. You know where.
Taco Bell, it's just made for you.
Welcome back to The View. With us now is Chief Bromden.
Hi, Chief.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome. So, in the story it is said that you pretended to be deaf? You were deaf?
Yes.
Now, why is that?
People started acting like I was too dumb to see or hear anything, so I just went along with it.
Okay. So you go by the name Chief Broom?
Yes, I like to sweep.
Tell us about this fog you have always been seeing.
When it comes, you can't feel or see anything. Most of the other patients ignore it, but I don't.
Interesting.
Okay. So, why'd you kill McMurphy?
He became a vegetable. He wouldn't want to live like that.
McMurphy's influence helped your escape, right?
Yes. Once the fog was lifted, I could get away.
That's good that you got away.
That's awesome.
When you open the book, your really first two lines, their first two sentences just struck me. They're out there, black boys in white suits, up before me to commit sex acts in the hall and get it mopped up before I can catch them. You really, really showed a lot of controversy in there.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, Chief Bromden. It was a pleasure. Yeah,
By the way, the floor is dirty.
And now we welcome Nurse Ratched. So, Nurse, what exactly is your position?
I make the rules, and the patients follow them.
Oh, okay.
We heard, you're a little rough to the patients. Is that true?
Yes, they don't know what the real world is like out there. They need rules, otherwise it'll just get out of control, and we need to have rules around our facility.
I understand.
It's understandable.
So what is the purpose of group therapy?
Well, it's actually quite beneficial. It helps them discuss their problems with other patients, people that know what they're going through.
How so?
Well, they get to talking, and they get to arguing, and they actually realize how messed up they are.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, Nurse Ratched. You seem like a lovely woman. Now welcoming to the show, Mr. McMurphy.
Got your swag out.
So, you're not actually crazy, are you?
No, I'm as right as rain.
So then why were you in the mental ward?
Well, apparently, I raped a 15-year-old girl, but she was perfectly willing, and you can't rape the willing, can you?
Okay, back to the mental ward. How do you feel about Nurse Ratched?
Oh, that mother. I hate her. Sorry for my language.
Okay, so
So, McMurphy, is it true that you somewhat sacrificed yourself for the patients?
Yes, ma'am. I took a treatment to the head, turned into a vegetable. Brobden smothered me, and well, it was basically all for the better. So.
that sounds
very
like
good.
it. That's good.
Wonderful.
That's good. That's
Wonderful.
very noble of you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
Sorry about your death.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
It's all right.
What can you do?
Everybody,
So obviously this book has some issues. In 1974, it was the first time it got banned in school.
And then after that, schools follow, banning it left and right.
Well, do you blame them? There's 12 uses of the F-bomb alone.
I know. I know.
Don't forget about the prostitutes, man.
And that drinking. Oh my God.
And all the cussing.
McMurphy said he lost his virginity at 10 years old to an 8-year-old girl.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's just.
He was a rough man, let me tell you.
And don't forget about the treatment of the patients. I mean, come on, how cruel can you get?
That nurse Ratched? Ooh.
She's
That
scary. Oh
Chief
my God.
Bromden just smothering McMurphy at the end. I know it's for the best, but come on.
I know. Little cruel.
And then the suicide. Who could forget about Chesawick?
And that Billy Bibbit.
Poor thing.
Commits suicide.
So do you guys think there should be an age limit on this book?
Oh yes,
Most
yes,
definitely.
Yes, yes.
I would definitely say 11th, 12th grade. I think that's
of
just
course.
too inappropriate for the young ones. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely do not read that bedtime story.
Ooh,
No.
don't you all agree?
No
Older
way.
ages, yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
So, did you guys even like the book?
Oh, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Definitely read better though.
Not gonna lie. I fell asleep. Was
The beginning starts off a little slow, but I mean, I would say definitely towards the middle, it definitely picks up. It just dives you in and it's ready to go.
It was
I liked it. I mean, there were some parts where it got a little dry, but other than that, it was pretty entertaining and interesting and really, really boring.
Would not suggest it. No.
Yeah. Sorry, Cassie. Wasn't a classic.
But
But
the good news is, all the fans out there,
Look under your seats!
You get a free copy.
Everybody's going home with a copy of the book!
Merry Christmas, everybody, and thank you for watching The View today.
thank you.